ਤਨ ਤਨ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਗੁਰ ਤਨ ਤਨ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਗੁਰ ਜਿਨ ਸਿਰਿਆ ਤਿਨੈ ਸਵਾਰ।
ਸਤਸੰਗ ਜੀ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. It's such a great honor and a great privilege, always in the presence of our Sri Dukh Nivaran Sahib Ji Maharaj, to just understand how beautiful we can live in this life. Guru Sahib has given us such a beautiful way to live, a beautiful way to understand ourselves, and most importantly, a beautiful way to be happy. How many want to be happy? Yes? How many don't want to be happy? We all want to be happy. But we have to sometimes wonder, what is happy? Guru has given us such a beautiful way to live. And happiness comes from inside of our heart. And when Guru is in our heart, then we can feel most happy. Gurbani teaches us that when we go inside of ourselves and recognize that inside of ourselves lives God, that God lives in us. Guru Nanak Dev Ji teaches us that God isn't something outside that we have to experience, but that God lives inside. And how do we experience God? Through Simran, through Bani. And that takes what we call in English the word devotion. We come today to the feet of the Guru, we do the Mata Tek, we bring our forehead to the feet of the Guru. And you have to think, what goes on in your mind? What does your mind say? When I bow at the feet of the Guru, when I do Mata Tek, in my mind, I say, Guruji, I'm yours. And you direct me. You show me which way I should go today. So when we believe in something like that, what do we call it? We call it trust. Are we sitting straight? When we do Mo Mantra, how does Mo Mantra start? Ek, Ong, Kar. And what does Ek, Ong, Kar mean? Who can tell? Yes? There's one God. But what does that mean, there's one God? Yes? That you could believe in it? What is one God? Yes, oh, Neelam knows. Yes, that one God. So one God, we say Ek Onkar, there's one God. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji said that one God is the same God for everyone. Is my God different from your God? No. And if God lives in our hearts, then every one of us is part of each other. Now that's something to think about. Because when I look at you, I see the God in you. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, look at the God in every person. But what would that look like to see the God in every person? We don't know what that concept is. Because we have a head. Everybody has a head? Yes, do we agree with that? I think so, yeah. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, you can always bring this head to your heart, but you can't always bring this heart up to your head. He said love. That if love is within your heart, and you trust in Ek Onkar, in the one God of all creation, then you can be happy. And you young people have to learn that now, so you can grow to be happy. We see a lot of very unhappy people around. And where is my happiness? My happiness comes from the Guru. How does Guru bring me happiness? Because Guru always reminds us. Are we sitting straight? Guru always reminds us that we are very beautiful inside. When we read Momantar is teaching us how to feel inside. We say Ek Onkar, yes? There's one God. So we say God and me and God are one. Ek Onkar. Satnam. What does Satnam mean? Who can tell me? Satnam. We say it, don't we? Ek Onkar, Satnam, yes? Maya? It's true. That you are true in you. Are we sitting straight? Satnam means, you can say in English, true name, but what that really means is that that truth lives in me. Nam is me being real. So we say Satnam means that truth in me is real. Ek Onkar Satnam, there's one God who created everything. And He created you, He created me to be happy and to see how beautiful we are. He said Satnam, and in that is my truth. That if I understand that and I trust it, that gift is Satnam. That gift is the truth that lives within me, that vibrates in me. Ek Onkar Satnam, what's after Satnam is? Kartapurk. And what is Kartapurk? Who can tell me what means Kartapurk? Neelam, you're very smart today. I can't hear. The Creator? Kartapurk means the doer of everything. When I wanted to be born and come back to this planet, did I say to God, God, come here, I'd like to be 6 foot tall, not too much big ears, make my nose a little smaller. Did I make my order? No. God created us to be us. So Kartapurk is that God that does everything. So let's backtrack. Satnam, Ek Onkar, Satnam Kartapurk. So within me exists that oneness of God who created all creation. And in me put that truth of my reality because I trust in that Kartapurk who does everything. Are you following what I'm saying? That Guru is teaching us that we're not separate here, that in this life we don't just live a physical body. That there's so much inside of us. And Guru brings that out of us. So when I say trust in Guru and trust at the feet of Guru, Guru brings every creativity, brings every light, brings every knowledge. And Guru says only one thing, trust, believe it. If we believe it, then it will be true. Do we believe it to be true? Sometimes yes and sometimes no. Because that which is the Kartapurk that does everything is what? What's after? Kartapurk, then we have Nirbho and Nirvair. Right? So not only do we say that which created everything has no anger, is against no one, but also that's for inside of us. It's not just outside. That we become Nirbho, Nirvair. We become without anger, without fear. And why do we have no fear? Then we go back to the beginning. Ek Onkar. God created us as one. So am I too intellectual tonight? But I want you to understand a little bit on how by trusting in Guru's words and trusting in the Gurbani, you can find happiness and peace in your life. And that's what Guru teaches us. To have peace and happiness, not sorrow. And says only one thing, trust. Trust in that truth. Trust in that beginning. Because Guru says, be you. Sat Nam means I'm me. My truth is within me. My reality is within me. But I have to trust that truth. I have to trust in me that truth and accept. And we come to the feet of the Guru, we learn at the feet of the Guru to gain that trust in ourselves. Because if I don't trust myself, can I trust you? I have to trust myself first. And Guru gives me that trust by reminding me how blessed I am to even hear one-time Gurbani. And you kids know more than anything today, and you know what's happening in the world, right? You can see all those things that are happening. Because the mind of people, you know that snake that has that rattle on its tail? What do we call that snake? Rattlesnake, right? Guru says the mind of people starts to shake. And we see it happening, don't we, in the world? That people are going crazy and losing that part of their mind. Guru says this world is on fire. And how do we cool ourselves down? Guru teaches us to cool ourselves. And that coolness comes through Vaheguru. The power of Vaheguru is to cool us down, to relax us, to accept God, and to see the light in our heart. In Sangat, we say there's Ek Jyot, there's one light. Is that not true? And that one light is within each of us. And through Sangat, that one light becomes strong. And I'm telling Sangat that at time, our Gurdwaras will be so filled with so many people from so many outside of us, because they'll say, this is the only place we can come, a Gurdwara, the only place that we can come and feel at peace. They may not even know what is Guru, but they'll feel that peace. And as Sikhs, we have a mission in this life, to spread peace. Our Gurus brought peace. They never went in aggression against anyone. Guru Har Gobind Ji understood that we had to be protected, but we never were against any person. We always wanted to see the best and still see the best. But we have to be strong. Is that not true? We want to be nirbo nirvair. We want to be strong. And we have the tools to be strong. Gurbani creates a strength in our mind. Nam Simran creates a strength in our ability that nothing can shake us. One day one came to me and said, what is Khalsa? They asked me that question, what is Khalsa? I said, Khalsa is one. Through every up and down, through every plus and minus, through every right and left, remains Khalsa. That we shall not be shaken. Khalsa are those who are not afraid to be who they are within themselves. Don't we say midi pidi? Soldier and saint. Remember we talked Monday about that. That a soldier is someone who fears nobody. Would we not say a soldier fears no one? Yes? And what is a saint? A saint is someone who no one fears. And that's how strong we have to be. That we can be so strong, Khalsa's like steel, right? Never bending, but so kind and so giving. But what gives us that strength? We go back to Gurbani. Go back to Nam Simran. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj gave us the four basic, we call them pillars, that which holds us up. He gave us the bana. Be seen, be known. Don't be afraid to stand out. So that people will know who we are. That wherever we go in our bana, that anybody will know that those who wear that bana, who are Khalsa, will help anyone, anytime. And when I wear the bana, I have to be careful because everything shows up. So bana gives me the pride within myself to feel good about myself. And others can see that as Khalsa, will give everyone whatever they need whenever they ask. Right? So bana is outside. That's what I'm wearing. I'm wearing Guru's bana. And if bana is outside, that gives us that which is outside. What is bani? If bana is outside, then what is bani? Bani is inside of us, yes. So bana gives us that strength to show who we are. That gives us what we call identity. And bani is that which is inside. The power of Gurbani is so this mind of ours stays constant, doesn't swim like a fish, right? Our minds swim around like fishes. You go from here to there to here to there. And then we say in our mind, we're lost. Can't find myself. Gurbani gives us the strength of mind. It gives us that strength that we can make clear decisions. It gives us that devotion that nothing can shake us. Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj is a science. It's a technology. It's a way of life that can exalt us, that can bring that happiness to us. Remember, we started today to talk about happiness. And I said, what is the key element? What is that key within ourselves to the Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, to Gurbani? What is it that we have to have? We need what? Remember, I told you, we need trust. Right? Trust in the Gurbani. And I'm born in Canada. I wasn't born a Sikh, I became. And the Western mind, like many of you young people born here in the West, we question everything. Why should I do that? Why should I listen? But that first day that I heard Kirtan, I sat in the Gurdwara, I closed my eyes, and I listened to the Kirtan. And something happened inside of me. I didn't know what even. But something happened inside. And my mind started changing. And I felt God. And I said, what is this? I've never in my life experienced that power, that strength, just from that first time that I heard Gurbani. And then I said, I want to understand. What is the power in this? What is the strength in this? I said, wow. And Gurbani brought me to the feet of the Guru and gave me a life that I thought I could never have. But I had to trust that. So every day, to this day, I wake up in the Amrit Vela. You know what is the Amrit Vela? In Japji Sahib, do we not read Amrit Vela Sachanav Dhyai Vichar Karmi Ave Kapara Nadri Mok Duar? How many know that from Japji Sahib? What does that mean? Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, rise before the sun rises. Because as that sun is rising, and we do our Simran, Vaheguru, Vaheguru, as that sun rises, we rise with the sun. In that time before the sun rises is a quiet time that we can communicate in ourselves and communicate with God. So every day I wake up in the Amrit Vela to sing God's praises so that I can have a strong and good day. And I know that Guru is with me.
Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Jiyo, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Jiyo, Wahe Guru. Kaval nain madhur bain, kaval nain madhur bain, koot sen sang